Hey everyone, it's Gary with Daycorp Fishing. Today I just purchased a entry-level kayak. Usually I fish from the bank or the shore, but I got this kayak, figure I can get to the lakes, paddle out to a good spot, set up on the shore, and if I feel like doing some bass fishing, trout fishing, anything, that type of fishing, then it'd be nice to have a kayak to get to where I want to go. So I've done a few upgrades to it. Still got a ways to go. Still want to do an anchor trolley, put in some more rod holders, maybe a mount for a camera. But let me show you what I've done so far. Alright, so as you can see, this is the Lifetime Tamarack. They also call it the Muskie. The only reason they call it the Muskie is because it comes with the paddle. But so I got this one with the paddle. And it came with the rod holder up front there, two rod holders right there in the back. And I went ahead and made my crate here, painted it. And don't know if you can see that, just took a dremeled out some areas here, both sides, hold it down. And then I dremeled out here in the bottom so that holds the bottom on, so that ain't going anywhere. Mounted one additional holder here. I can hold a rod in there. I can hold an additional little paddle, my net. Plan on putting another one in there, maybe one or two. And bought a bunch of carabiners. Always got to have your carabiners with you. Mounted a couple right here. And these, if I can get this thing done, I just clip around my rods, one on each side, or ran it through the seat there strap. That way if I did go over, at least I wouldn't lose those rods. And then on the Tamarack here, you've got storage. It actually runs all the way through. One of the designs I don't like about this is that if you put anything in there, it's going to go, you know, front to back. So one of the things I didn't like, I seen a guy out at the lake who built a box inside out of foam with the same model, so I might do that. But a few guys have lost their lids out there, so I went ahead and just drilled a quick hole, put a piece of paracord in there, drilled a hole down there, right there in the lid cover, and that way I won't lose that. And then I can just go ahead and tie a bag to that, or some kind of a dry bag, so that won't, if I want to put anything in there, it won't go all over the inside of the kayak there. And I went ahead and did that on both the front and the back. And like I said, I bought a bunch of carabiners, got them at Harbor Freight pretty cheap. Went ahead and bought this little pack here, plenty of storage in there. And stored, if I'm out fishing, some extra hooks, worms, pliers, pretty much anything extra that I need. And then I usually just strap a small cooler to the front there, hold my drinks and stuff, and then I move that into the actual kayak when I get to where I want to go. And let's see what else here. I got my anchor here. And then on my anchor setup, so I went ahead and added some chain to it. Right now, as you can see, let me undo this for you. I got it strapped to the bottom, and then I'm going to run the chain up to the top here, and I'll just put a zip tie on there. And that should, a pretty decent zip tie. So that should hold that pretty well, but if my anchor were to get stuck and I pulled hard enough, that would snap and I'd be able to pull my anchor out from the back. And that's a pretty common thing people do with their anchors. Pretty good idea. So let's see here. I also bought a cleat here so I can tie down my anchor. Haven't figured out where I'm going to mount it yet. Like I said, I got to put that on. Anchor trolley. Right here I got the one rod holder. Just made it out of some PVC. Zip tied that in. I'll probably put another one on that corner. That way I can mount my, if I usually don't take more than 3 rods with me, but if I decide to take some more, I can throw some extra rods in there. Like I said, I can put my net in there, my paddle in there. Or over here, I've got an umbrella, which, being from Arizona where it's sunny and hot, I guess now if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and rig up my umbrella there and get some shade. And this umbrella here, so I can block out the sun, has this adjustment here so I can tilt it back, block out the sun from the back. So if the sun was coming from the back, I just tilt it back and then get some shade on me. So could bring that out with me as well. Wouldn't do it on a windy day, I'd pull that umbrella right out. But so far that's all I've done to this kayak. Like I said, I've only had it out once, kind of for a trial run, so I haven't really got the feel for where I want to mount everything. Any suggestions you guys have, I'd be glad if you left them in the comments for me. But so that's my first kayak there. I hope to get some videos up with me doing some kayak fishing and get those posted up. So alright, one last thing I did, I forgot to mention it. I don't know if you can see them from here, but the scuttle plugs. I went ahead and made my own. Just bought these little golf balls, the practice balls from Walmart. Pretty cheap for a 6-pack. And I used a worms threader, punched a hole in the ball, tied a little string to it so that if I do get some water in the kayak and I want it to drain, I can just pull it out real quick. And then those go in pretty snug. And like I said, I've had it out once, didn't have any water issues. This one's got 6 holes in it. There's a 2 there, 2 there, and then you got 2 underneath my crate there. Like I said, haven't had it out but the one time, so still trying to figure out where I want to put everything and make it that much better for fishing. But then back here in my crate, like I said, I carry my anchor right here. There's my set of carabiners I bought, and I got like 4 or 5 of them mounted on there already, and then I still got a bunch left in there. And I also keep some extra bungee cords, usually bungee over the top of this to zigzag it so that anything that's in there doesn't come out. And I'll carry my little tackle box in there with my gear, my hooks, my sinkers, lures, whatever I'm going to be fishing with. But can never have too many extra bungee cords and extra carabiners, so, and I always bring my hat with me. Keep the head shaded. Again, being from Arizona, it gets hot quick and the sun's always shining, so sunblock, bring water, and also I guess I'll show this just because for the time being I did pick up the cheap life vest, Pfd, whatever you want to call it, but definitely want to have one of those with you when you're out on the water. See a lot of guys out there, make sure you wear it. It doesn't do you any good if you ain't wearing it. But if I wasn't going to wear it, I'd leave it where it would float to the surface and I can get to it. So, like I said, again, it's a Tamarack from Lifetime. It was pretty steady. Didn't feel like I was ever going to go over on it, and good starter kayak. Right now I've seen them on sale at Walmart for like $278. I ordered mine online through Walmart with the anchor and the paddle. It cost me like $300. Well, free shipping, not bad. And if I get into kayak fishing, I'm sure I'll be upgrading in the future. But for the time being, this will work just fine. 10 foot, which actually I drive a Tahoe, and if I put it in there sideways all the way up to the front passenger seat, can't have a passenger with me, but it fits inside my Tahoe, which is nice because it won't get stolen out of the back of a truck or messed with. But like I said, I hope to get out there, do some kayak fishing, catch some nice fish, and post up some more videos. So subscribe, and I'll keep them coming. Thanks for looking.